Hello, this is Sarah. We are going to go through the landing page and how to connect that to separate pages that collect email signups. So I'm going to sort the pages, assuming you already know how to get into WordPress, navigate to pages. I sorted it by date because we just made these modifications. So the page that we're having be our landing page that our two domains are routing to will be the home page for pre-sale launch. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. We're going to launch it with the Thrive Architect tool. And we've already got it finished, so I'm going back to review what was done. So this was a template, and it's not going to show up because this is a working template, so this is behind the scenes. We can conduct ourselves as architects to build the page. So we're going to see it a little bit different. If we want to see the preview, what the clients will see, what the public will see, we can click on this, and here we see that these buttons at the top are okay. The logos are a little larger, so we're going to see some differences as we scroll down the page. So we're going to go back to our tab to conduct the work. We're going to scroll down just a little bit because the buttons that we need to have connect to email signups are down here. So join our preferred family mailing list today. This is where the client will sign up to be a part of what we're advertising as the first 100 families to get the unbelievable discount. So when we click on this, we see that we're clicking in the text. If I go up here, we see our breadcrumbs. For each of the elements on the page, we'll see breadcrumbs at the top. I actually want to go to the button. I want to see what this button is going to. So if I come down to main options and scroll down, we see the button link is here. So I see there's already something in there. I don't have to populate it because it's already existing. I'm going to go back to our preview page so that we can see what this goes to. We're going to click on it, and we can see it already goes to, because it's already been set up, the client's sign up page. So if we scroll down, we're going to see the fields for them to sign up. We'll get more on that later. So back to our working page. This button is already good. It's good to go. But what did we do to get there? How did we get that link? So I'm going to go back to our pages. And again, this was just conducted, so I'm going to scroll it by date. Pre-sale email sign up for clients. The difference between clients is coaches, the next one down. So I'm going to click on clients. It's going to take its time to open. We're going to launch it with Thrive. And this is again the back end. This is the working, where we can see when we roll the mouse over, we're going to see the different elements. So I'm going to actually come down here and hit preview, because when we hit preview, this is exactly what the clients is going to see, what the public is going to see when they're surfing the internet. I'm going to come up here and copy this. We see at the end, pre-sale email sign up, one client's preview true. If I come back here to our landing page and I click on this button, now I click on the text, so I have to come up here to the breadcrumbs, click button. This is where I can scroll down and see what the link is. So I'm going to go all the way to the end, and here we see email sign up 1, clients, preview true. This is why, this is how we got that link in there. So scrolling further down the page, again, this is our working launch page. We're going to look for other buttons, and here's another one. Okay, we're going to click on this one. Again, it hits the text, so I'm going to come up to button, and we're going to scroll the main options section, and we're going to see the same link. Yes, we do. Email sign up 1 clients, preview true. So when I come to our preview page, we've already tested this button, so we're going to scroll down to this button, open in a new tab, scroll down, yep, clients, and the same fields. So I'm going to go ahead and close these preview windows. Alright, so back to our landing page, we have another button here, join our email team. So I'm going to click on this, go up to button, come to main options, and see there's already a link in there, and we just did that one. So we're going to come back to our preview page to test this link and see where it goes. Join our team goes to coaches, and it's a very similar page between clients and coaches because we've just put this together. So coaches, and this one has 3 fields. We do see that difference as well. So I'm going to come back to my working. This link came from going back to pages and scrolling ones that were just modified, the coaches one. So when I click on coaches, it's going to open. We're going to open in Thrive. And we're going to come down to preview at the bottom. We're going to open a new tab. And here's where we see coaches and the 3 fields here. So this is the link that we're looking for. Email sign up 1, coaches, preview true. So when we come back to this one and we're looking at this link that we've already got selected, we're going to come to the end and see alright, that's not what I was expecting to see. We're seeing page ID 776. So that link may have been altered with all of the additions that we've been doing. So I'm going to come back. I already know that within this preview window, the coaches and the 3 fields, I'm going to actually copy this. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to make sure that this is the button we're looking at, the join our team. Scroll main options, come here, and it's already highlighted. I'm going to delete and I'm going to paste. Sign up 1 coaches preview and hit save. Now I've just saved it in the working. When I come back to my preview, which I just closed, so I'm going to open the preview again. The idea is we've made a change here in the working Thrive tool. When we have the preview open, it's not going to automatically flood in. We need to refresh the page. Because I closed it and reopened it, it refreshed automatically. So I'm going to scroll down, test this link, and it's going to see coaches. Awesome. So that 3 fields, we know this is exactly where it was supposed to go. So I'm going to hit the back key, and we're back on our main landing page, the preview that we want to see. So this looks good. However, how did we get these fields set up? Yay! We're going to go back. Okay, I'm going to go and close that one. So we know that the landing page is doing what it needs to do. What we want to investigate are the other pages that collect email signups. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one as well as this one. Now we are looking at, this one is for the clients, and our preview, the very next one, is also for clients. So within this page, we are going to scroll down to this field. Now this is for clients, so it only has 2 fields. I'm going to click inside here. This is already built. We see instead of a button like we saw before, it's called lead generation. It is a different type of element that we can paste paste into the page. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this so that you can see how that works. So we're going to see with the breadcrumbs, we have a content box that it sits inside, and it sits inside the background selection. So I'm going to click here so I see exactly where that is, the content box. Okay, I'm going to add another content box right below so that we don't run into any issues when we go ahead and insert this lead generation. So I just put in a content box. The idea is that no elements that are dropped in have radical unforeseen formatting. It's going to be something that well contained. We'll know exactly how to change the borders and the spacing between different elements. We're going to click on, we don't see lead generation automatically, so I'm going to actually type in, because we've already got our field cursor there, generation, and we see lead generation flood to the top. I'm going to click, hold, drag, and insert inside the content box. There we go. And this is where the formatting comes into play. That content box is filling the space. It's maximizing the space. So the fields are going to follow that format. I went ahead and did a special formatting to keep that in the center of the page and have a maximum width. But here, the main part is when I click inside here, it's the lead generation tool. I come over here, it's not connected to any service. So if this page, we're going to go ahead and preview it. Oops, I forgot to save. Another key thing. I need to save my work. Now when I go to preview, I still don't see it, so I'm going to hit the refresh. And that's why when you're working with these, you have to refresh the page to get those elements that are newly saved to show up. When I click here, nothing's going to happen. If I click here, something will happen because when we go back to our working, this is not yet connected. So we're going to connect it to a service. We've already set up on the back end the Active Campaign and Constant Contact. Those are different portals, different tools outside of WordPress that we have already set up for the company. So we're going to click on Constant Contact. And we're going to have all the lists that we had created outside of WordPress within Constant Contact available to us. So this is for the clients, and in particular, it's for the Charter Member 100. We're going to hit Continue. What fields do we want? We definitely want the email, and very honestly, we definitely want their name. We could add another one, but those are the only two we want. We're going to hit Next. We don't necessarily want to reload the page. We actually want to give them the assurance that they have successfully signed up. So we're going to have that last option and hit Save. And now we see that it is connected because we have the option to disconnect, and we can edit it. We don't need to edit it because we've got the correct list already attached. If I hit Save, we will now, when we go to the preview, we can sign up. I'm not going to because it will actually sign up my email, and I don't want to do that. So that's how you insert a lead generation into a page, and then you can play with the formatting. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this, and I'm going to delete that contact box so there's not an extra space. I'm going to hit Save. So when I come back to my preview page and I refresh, don't want it to go home, I just want it to refresh. There we go, it disappears. So what we save here is live in the preview. Yay! So this is exactly what we want for the clients. We're going to check out the other one. I'm going to close all these. The one for coaches. So this is our working one, and this is coaches. This one has 3 fields, and again, this is a lead generation tool that we inserted. If I go to edit, here we see it's already connected to the service, and in particular, it has the group, the email group, contact group, recruitment. So if this were for the clients, we would have Charter Member 100, but it's not. It's for coaches. It's to recruit them. So this is already done. We want all the fields required, and we want to give them the assurance that they have signed up, so we want this last option, and save. That's it. We're done. We're going to save the work. We're going to see this in a preview. The 3 fields are there. So that's how, the quick version of how you put an email sign-up element that connects to Constant Contact within a WordPress page. Alright, thank you!